What is going on, awesome peeps? I hope you are having an awesome day, and welcome back to another episode of Electrified Reviews. Today we are reviewing the Fender Bomber electric scooter, and this little guy offers a ton of fun in a pretty small package. The Fender Bomber has a starting price of $9.99 USD and comes in two different color options, black and white. But aside from the color, there's no real upgrade options to speak of, but honestly, it comes stock with everything you need to hit the road. The Fender Bomber is a streamlined, semi-foldable, easy-to-operate electric scooter. It forgoes all the bells and whistles and instead focuses on keeping the price nice and affordable. I mean, $9.99 is definitely a sweet spot, and it means a lot more people are going to be able to pick this up compared to something more expensive. And because the Fender Bomber is a sit-down electric scooter, the center of gravity is quite a bit lower compared to a stand-up electric scooter, or even an e-bike for that matter, which means it's stable, it corners great, and is really easy to ride. Alright, let's dive into the specs. The Fender Bomber has a 400 nominal watt, 700 peak watt hub motor that brings this little scooter that could up to a top speed of 18 miles per hour, which is a really comfortable cruising speed. It's fast enough to feel like you're moving along at a good clip, but it's not so fast that it starts to feel squirrely. You can reach that top speed with a full grip twist throttle, which makes the Fender Bomber feel a lot like a miniature moped. And while the Fender Bomber is by no means a powerhouse, the small 10-inch vacuum tires do give the motor a nice mechanical advantage, and that helps immensely when tackling hills or if you're going through something like tall grass. The battery for the Fender Bomber is housed inside the deck and is a 48-volt, 12.5 amp-hour battery with an estimated max range of around 25 miles. Now, realistically, you can probably expect about half that range if you ride it with the throttle wide open the entire time like I do. But if you're just slowly cruising along flat ground, 25 miles on a charge might actually be possible. I love the charging port for the Fender Bomber mostly because of the small spring hinge that keeps it covered. This is a small feature, but it makes a huge difference in keeping the charging port free of dust and debris. The battery is also locking and removable and can be taken out in just a few seconds. This is great in case you do want to swap batteries or in case you just want to store the batteries separately from the scooter. There's also a little spring-loaded hook near the front of the deck which can be used to hold a small grocery bag, a purse, or a satchel. I don't know. Go bananas, man. You can put whatever you want there, including bananas, I guess. The handlebars do fold down, making the Fender Bomber a semi-foldable electric scooter, and if you also take out the saddle, it becomes a pretty streamlined package that can fit in the back seat or trunk of virtually any car without a problem. For those private pilots out there, this would be a pretty sweet choice to throw in the back of your plane, and actually, for that matter, it would also be awesome for RV and camping trips as well. Between the rear suspension and the vacuum tires, the Fender Bomber can easily handle light trail riding. To bring the Fender Bomber to a stop, we have a mechanical disc brake in the front and rear wheels, and these brakes offer plenty of stopping power, and I think the fact that they're disc brakes as opposed to just electronic braking makes this electric scooter way more versatile. And just for good measure, Fender also included motor inhibitors which ensure you always have the shortest possible stopping distance. This is just a great little safety feature. Wire management on this scooter is flawless. Everything is bundled together and wrapped tightly. It just looks super clean. There is a front light on the Fender Bomber, and while it's great for increasing visibility, it doesn't do a whole lot in the way of actually illuminating your path at night. For those of you who plan to use this for camping trips or just night riding in general, we would definitely recommend getting an aftermarket light for some additional lumens. On the left side of the handlebars, we've got the headlight toggle and a horn button, and on the right side of the handlebars, we've got the display and the throttle. Now, the display here is super simple with just a 4-bar battery indicator, and that's about it, not much else. Overall, the Fender Bomber is more fun than you might think, and it is a fairly comfortable ride for shorter distances, but there's not a ton of footroom on the deck, and after a while, it can feel a little bit cramped. There's something to be said for simplicity and ease of use, and the Fender Bomber has both of these qualities in abundance. This is a versatile little electric scooter, and at $9.99, it's a pretty good deal. Alright, awesome peeps, that is it for the review of the Fender Bomber. Now, let's take it out for a ride.